set!
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
Welcome to the Enter the Fangirls podcast. I'm Sam.
I'm Lexie, and we're just two girls with the slight obsession with everything pop culture.
And Happy New Year.
Happy
It's
New Year.
2022 when we're filming this. And in our last episode, we did our 2021 Wrapped. So we did our favorite shows, characters, and ships that we discovered in 2021. So now we figured it was only natural that we do our most anticipated movies and shows for 2022. And so that's what we're going to be doing.
There's just so many. There's some that just keep randomly popping up, and there's definitely some that I forgot, but
Yeah.
there's a lot.
And like a lot of like stuff that like we've been excited for years.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just get into it. So my first movie, we don't actually know much about it, and I will say I am biased towards this. It is Reminisce. I don't know if it's coming out this year. I believe they're in editing. It's directed by Miss Machen Amick, who we love.
Yes.
And it just seems like it's going to be a really like deep and beautiful story about mental health, and I love that. I think there definitely needs to be more films like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, there's not much to know about it at the moment, but casting, it has Bruce Dern in it.
So you already know it's going to be good.
So it's going to be good. So yeah, we're definitely both excited for that.
Yes.
I don't know if it's coming out this year, but I figured I would mention it because I feel like we'll get more information on it this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you haven't heard of it, definitely check it out when it comes out because I think it's going to be a good one.
I'm excited for it.
I would love to get to talk to them when it comes out, though.
1000%.
Like, I want to know how they came up with it all.
We need to pick their brains.
I just
need
want
to
to
know
pick their brains.
everything.
I want to pick their brains so bad. If the cast and crew is watching this, please just let us talk to you. We want to know.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that one. Lex is excited for that one, too.
I am.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about that one for right now. But I hope that there's more information very soon because I'm very
I hope
excited.
it comes out this year too, because
hope
there's
so.
been
I
plenty
could
of
see it
Machen
being-
projects that haven't come out.
I know. I could see it being like a fall winter kind of movie.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel
Maybe-
like it might come out because it was in film festival. What film
That's
festival was it
true.
in?
Guadalajara.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I feel like it might come out this year if it was in a film festival.
Yeah, I could see that.
So praying that it does.
Get it.
So my first movie is Where the Crawdads Sing. And honestly, if I didn't read the book, I probably wouldn't be excited about this movie. But so I read the book and it was so slow at first, but by the end I absolutely fell in love with the story. So when I found out I was coming into a movie, I was so happy about it. And the fact that Reese Witherspoon's directing just makes it 1,000 times better. And it's really hard for me to like a book that I read that gets turned into a movie or TV show, because there's some parts of the book that I love that they don't put in the movie or they don't portray it well, and then I feel like the movie just falls flat for me. But it's also nice to see how others interpret it, and I know Reese Witherspoon's mind is incredible, and I think this will be a good one, and I'm praying it will be. And I think it's going to come out during the summer. They were filming the end of last year in Louisiana, and I'm, like I said, I'm nervous, but I'm excited for it.
I feel like it'll be a good one.
I think it will be.
Okay, this is maybe gonna sound controversial. I feel like when a book or like movie seems kind of boring, it's Oscar worthy.
1,000%.
Because I feel like that makes it like it usually is the making for something like really like poised and well done and sophisticated. And I could definitely see that being the case. Plus, I haven't read the book, but I know all the spoilers and everything. So like, it definitely sounds like it's going to be a big one.
And just from like when I was reading the book, I was trying to picture it like it being a movie, and I was like, I know the cinematography is going to be incredible, because just picturing
and
like
Louisiana is
the
so
landscape.
pretty.
It is.
It's going to be a really pretty film.
Yeah.
Has Reese directed much?
I'm trying to think if she did.
Because she was producer on Little Fires Everywhere, right? Or was she?
I'm not 1,000% sure. She might have been just a producer. I'm going to say just a producer because I feel like it's a lot harder to direct multiple episodes while you're also in. She's not in this movie. There's a whole cast and everything, and she's not in it. Maybe she'll play like a small part. So I think this might be her directorial debut, which is really exciting.
I love that.
So I'm excited to see it. I do think that it definitely could be Oscar worthy in some aspects. Like I said, cinematography. I can like picture it in my head. I'm
just like thinking of the cover of the book, and I'm like, if they can somehow bring that to life, it's going to be really pretty.
Yeah, definitely.
Reese Witherspoon, director, Academy Award-winning director, incoming.
Wow.
I love that.
Never would have thought that, but I love it for her.
I love that for her. Our next one is probably, I was going to say it's my most anticipated, but no, there's one under here that is my most anticipated. I've been waiting for years. But this one especially, I was not expecting, so I'm so excited for it, and it's Scream 5.
Yes.
When I say Scream is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, I think it's so many people's favorite horror movies of all time. It's just a great movie in general.
Mm-hmm.
Scream 5 coming out was something I didn't expect. I think there was always rumors about it, but there was never, like, any confirmation on it. So the fact that it's actually coming out this month...
That's crazy.
It's
That's
crazy.
Like 2 weeks.
It's crazy. And I'm so excited. Like, they have at least 3 of the OGs coming back. I can't remember if there's more.
I think it's just Neve, Courtney, and David.
I think there is, like, other minor characters.
Okay.
I think there's, like, a police officer or sheriff or something like that coming as well.
Okay.
But for the most part, it has, like, the 3 mains, which I'm excited for. Something else I'm excited to see in this is, I have it written down here because I did not want to forget this. I think it would be so cool to see them take advantage of modern technology. Like, like the Ring doorbells and, like, motion detectors and stuff, and, like, FaceTime. Like, I think that'll be really cool, and I could see them playing around with that.
Definitely.
Like, so, I don't know. I feel like there's so much they can do, because the original was made in 96.
Okay,
so... They didn't have that much technology, so like this now, there's so much possibility. And Ghostface is a little fucker. Like he's gonna get them. I'm excited.
And it just shows to show you how Scream plays throughout so many generations.
Yeah. Like
Scream's turning 26 this year. How crazy is that? And they're coming out with their 5th movie. I'm sure when they first started it, they never thought it would turn into something this big. And it's not even like a gory, like really intense like horror movie. It's just a classic. And
it changed the entire horror genre.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like majorly. Like no horror movie since then has been the same. It all tries to follow in that footstep, and it's never gonna succeed.
It doesn't. But going back to your Ring doorbell, I can see them Ring having a commercial with Ghostface.
I hope it happens. That'd be so funny.
I would love that. It'd be so funny.
Oh my god, it's just the year of really bad product placement. Like Ring doorbell, Snapple in and just like that, Peloton in and just like that.
Oh my god. I would honestly might have to tweet Ring and be like, can you do a commercial with Ghostface?
I think you should.
I still really wish they didn't kill off Billy Loomis in the first season.
I would love for him and Matthew Lillard to make a surprise appearance. I think there's been people who think it's gonna happen. I don't think it is.
It won't.
Boy, would I love to see it.
It would be so funny if they had like brothers or like cousins or something that looked exactly like them.
I'll even take a post-credit scene that isn't actually canon.
Yeah.
But I love Skeet and Matthew. I want a movie with them again.
I would love that.
Yeah. But definitely looking forward to Scream 5.
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
I'm so excited.
So my next one is a TV show. And it actually has already aired in the UK. Wish it was airing already on HBO Max, but it's fine. But it's called The Tourist. And the show is about, I have the synopsis written down because I don't know much about it. Northern Irishman wakes up in the Australian outback with no memory. He must use the few clues he has to discover his identity before his past catches up with him. So this Northern Irishman is played by one of my all-time favorite celebrity crushes, Jamie Dornan. So honestly, maybe the big reason why I'm watching is because of him, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Because the synopsis does seem interesting. Like, he has no memory, and, like, there's this guy that's, like, chasing after him that wants to kill him, and he's, like, the one that
Those kind of movies are always...
I know.
Because you never know where they're going to go, or why, like, yeah.
And I've seen Jamie Dornan was trending on Twitter 2 days ago because of this, because everyone in the UK is watching it. And from reviews I've seen, they say that it's a binge-worthy mystery thriller. So, like, if review sites are writing that, like, you know it has to be good.
And I feel like it has better, like, potential because it's a TV show.
Yeah.
Like, in a movie, you have to try to wrap that up in 2 hours at most.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
I think
the fact that you're going to have, like, however many
6 episodes.
So, like, a 6-hour event, like,
yeah.
There's definitely a lot of room there to play with that.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be coming on HBO Max sometime this year, but right now it's airing in the BBC. Might get, like, a VPN thing so I can get the BBC, because I don't think I can wait that long.
No.
Because they say it's binge-worthy. I'm going to want to watch all 6 episodes at once and not waiting, like, however long it takes for it to come to HBO Max. But just, I love those thriller mysteries. And
they're always so good.
I love Jamie Dornan, so honestly, if he wasn't in it, I'd probably still watch it, but...
It does definitely sound up your alley.
It does.
Yeah. So, my next one is The Lost City. I am so excited for this one. Like, I don't know why. I am so excited for it. The casting looks so good. Ryan Reynolds, Channing Tatum, and Sandra Bullock.
I think Brad Pitt's in it, too.
This movie's gonna be so good. Like, it is very much up my alley. Rom-coms are my favorite. I am a sucker for a good cheesy rom-com. And this one sounds straight out of a fan fiction.
It does.
Like a romance novelist, and the cover art of all of her stories. Come on. Like, it's a dream. And, like, they're all so funny. Like, this whole cast has great comedic timing. And Sandra and Ryan were in The Proposal together, which is one of our favorite rom-coms.
Yeah.
So, like, I am stoked to see them work together again. I can't wait for this one to come out. Like, I'm so excited. I also feel like it's going to give me, like, I'm getting, like, Just Go With It vibes. Maybe that's just because it's, like, a rom-com and, like, a exotic location. Mm-hmm. And also, Sandra and Ryan kind of remind me of Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler in a sense.
Yeah, I see that.
Like, Sandra and Jennifer kind of being more like they kind of do everything, but like Ryan and Adam do a lot of comedy. Yeah. Like, these kind of seem similar. Maybe that's why, I don't know, but Just Go With It is one of my favorite movies.
So good.
So this one, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be so good. And I'm
excited for it, too, because I feel like there hasn't been a good rom-com in a while.
Right? And this one just seems like it's going to be fun. I don't care if it's bad. No. I'm going to eat every second of it up.
1,000%.
I can't wait.
I'm ready for it.
Okay.
My next one it's on a new show. It's a season of a show, and I've never actually talked about this show because I don't even know where to begin to explain to talk about it because there's so much that goes on. But it's Manifest, and they're filming their final season, which I'm sad but also so grateful because NBC canceled this show.
Yeah.
But it skyrocketed when it was put on Netflix. I don't know why it took 3 seasons for everyone to get on the Manifest train, but I'm so glad Netflix picked it up for a final season. They're currently filming right now. They film in Queens, which I'm like 25 minutes away, and I want to keep... Sometimes I just want to drive to Queens and be like, I love you guys. I really should. I really should be. But for people that have not watched Manifest...
I think it's on my list to watch this year.
Please watch it. It's so good. It's kind of like Lost, in a sense.
We know how it went with me in Lost.
Yeah, we know. We're... it kind of hurts me still a little, but it's okay.
I know, I'm sorry.
But it's also interesting because the plane, like in Lost, you felt like the plane played a character in a sense. And this is kind of the same thing with Manifest. And just when you think you might understand what Manifest is doing, you have no idea. Absolutely no idea. And that's basically how to explain it. I have no words because I can sit here and try to explain to you what happens, but I really can't. And after their season 3 finale and I found out it was canceled, I was like, there's no way it can be canceled. Like, I need an answer for this because that's like the worst feeling ever for a show when like they leave on such a good cliffhanger.
And a show like that too,
when
that's
like
not one you want a cliffhanger for.
There's so many open books going on right now and none of them are close to being closed. So I have no idea how they are going to wrap this up in just one final season. But I'm excited to see it. Hopefully everything will start making sense. I was able to follow along for season 1, season 2. I was doing a decent job. Season 3, forget about it. But towards the end, I was like, okay, it's making sense. It's making sense. Then the finale happened. I'm like, forget about it. I have no idea what's going on. But the cast does a fabulous job. John Dallas is the main character, and I love him. I think he's so cute. So I hope that the final season lives up to my expectations, and I think it will, because I have expectations, but I also don't have expectations.
I feel like also since, I feel like since it is being picked up because of fan demand, I feel like they will put like everything into making that a good final season.
Like, it was number 1 on Netflix for like weeks.
Yeah.
Like, this is insane. Insane.
I'll have to watch that.
You will.
I'll add it to my list.
I feel like it might be hard to binge watch because, like I said, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But they leave off on such good cliffhangers each episode that you want to keep watching and try to figure it out. Obviously, it's not as long as Lost, so like maybe you'll be able to get through like 4 seasons. That's all I had to say about Manifest, though.
Should we talk about the one?
We can.
Okay. I don't have words for this one.
I've never been so
Lexie is
excited for a movie ever.
Jurassic World Dominion.
Yes.
How long have we been waiting for this?
I feel like ever since Jurassic Park came out.
Literally. I think Fallen Kingdom came out in 2018.
It might have been earlier than that.
Because I think World came out 2016.
Kingdom.
This was 18, and then this one was supposed to be 20, but then
COVID happened.
Yeah. I have not been this excited for a movie in so long. I feel like part of the appeal is the fact that not 1, not 2, but 3 of the main characters are coming back.
Yes.
I don't have words.
Oh, I love it.
Laura Dern. I love Laura Dern.
Even Jeff Goldblum's like cameo in the second one. Yeah. I was like, this is so good. And just him talking about...
I love Jeff Goldblum, though.
Dinosaur. I love him, too. But just his speech about dinosaurs and humans coexisting still gives me chills.
And it was such, like, a nice callback to the first movie.
Yeah.
I feel like this movie is going to make me cry. Like, I am just so excited.
I literally just get chills, and, like, my heart races from excitement anytime someone mentions this movie.
I'm, like, waiting for our first trailer. Like...
Have you seen the little clip that they showed in Fast and... Okay. So good. So good.
I'm also so excited because I love the second one. Like, I love that sequel. Obviously the first one is my favorite, but whatever. But I love when the dinosaur goes to the city. I just think that's such a cool concept and so scary. Mm-hmm. And I always wish it was longer. This entire movie is going to be that. It's basically the Lost World, like the last half of Lost World, but full. And I'm so excited for it. And it's not even just, like, because they're in, like, what? San Francisco? San Diego? Something like that. Some big city. And, like, this one is literally worldwide. So I am stoked. Because I think we're going to get to see them kind of, like, try to coexist, and that's not gonna work.
That's just something I never would have thought seeing ever, which is such an amazing concept because
I feel like they did a really
clip.
Yeah, I feel like they did a really good job building up to that.
Yes.
Because, like, in the first one, you see, like, we're talking Jurassic World, not, like, the OG series.
Yeah.
But, like, in the first Jurassic World, you see everything start to go wrong. And then the second one, you're like, oh, okay, this is not a good idea. And then at the end, you're like, yeah, this is what was always going to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how they're going to do this. Like, I keep trying to think of how they could wrap that up in the ending.
No.
And I'm just dumbfounded. Like, how do you get rid of, like, a bajillion ton dinosaurs?
I really have no words. Like, I don't even know what... I mean, obviously the plot of the movie is going to be trying to get dinosaurs to become extinct again. But I don't even know how they... Like, the whole storyline is going to play out.
I don't even know. Like, I really just have no theories whatsoever. But I will say I would love to go to Jurassic Park.
Oh, 1,000%.
That'd be so much fun.
I mean, the closest thing I got...
Do I want this to happen?
No.
No. Would I visit it? Yes.
We'll go to Universal Studios.
Can we?
Yeah, we can. Because if you've never gone to Universal Studios in Orlando, please go ride Velocicoaster. I don't know if you like roller coasters, but hands down, the best roller coaster I've ever been on.
I think when I went, I was like 7. Okay. So I was not going on the Jurassic Park rides.
No. This one's a new one.
But now?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
I'll go for it.
I always want to go in those bubble things that were in the first movie.
Right? Hey, look, that's my favorite sequence, hands down, of the first Jurassic World.
Yeah.
I love this movie. Dinosaurs are so cool.
Yeah.
Are we super nerdy?
Yes, and it's, like, funny because at least I feel like if people were to come up to me, they'd be like, you like Jurassic World. I'm like, I fucking love it.
Love it.
Like,
because I just feel like there's so many things you can do because it's not real anymore.
Yeah, anymore.
So there's so much that you can do. I petition for more dinosaur movies.
I think Ross should make an appearance in Jurassic World.
Who?
Ross.
I'd love that.
Dr. Geller.
Ross is the one who's gonna solve this problem.
Oh my god, stop. That would actually be iconic.
Alright, theory, David Schwimmer is the special guest of Jurassic World Dominion.
I would actually love that. That would be, I'd be rolling.
Why can I picture it so vividly? Like, just Jeff Goldblum being like, oh, here he is, and then in comes David Schwimmer with his little fossil brush.
I would literally be rolling on the floor of the theater if I ever saw that.
Okay, I think I would wait another year just for them to add that in.
1,000%.
Oh,
God,
now I want that.
Oh, so do I. How long do we have to wait until this movie? June? July?
I feel like it's a summer movie.
No, it's 1,000% a summer movie. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait, though. I can't wait to see Laura Dern and
I love her.
The other one, Sam Neill. Their cameos.
Can I just say, I shipped them so hard in the first movie.
1,000%.
And I was so mad that she was married in, like, the third one.
Yeah.
Like, that was rude.
It was very rude.
Very rude.
Maybe the third one will be their Jurassic World.
Maybe they're together now.
I hope so.
I'll marry with Jeff Goldblum. What if Julianne Moore came back for it too? She didn't, I don't think.
She didn't, but she should.
That would have been... I loved her.
I'm gonna need a whole nother trilogy.
I
hope they do know that.
Can we do a Jurassic World episode?
No, 1,000% we're doing one.
Okay.
So I can literally go on for so long about this.
Okay, we're actually gonna do a Jurassic Park 2 Jurassic World. We'll do all 6. Yeah. 5, I guess.
Oh my god. It's gonna be amazing.
Okay, before we literally only talk about Jurassic World for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
We're excited for it. You will probably hear more about it as more information comes out, because we will talk all day about it.
Just follow me on my Twitter, because it will be all what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So my next one is another TV series. Actually, it's a Netflix series, but it's Wednesday, which if you don't know, it's going to follow Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family. The Addams Family is one of my favorite movies to watch around Halloween. It's like...
The vibes are so good.
They're so good. It's like not supposed to be horror. I mean, the series is like horror comedy, but I feel like it's more comedy rather than a horror, and it's just like... Is campy the right word you would use for it?
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I'm excited for it. It says that it's going to focus on Wednesday's years as a high school student and her trying to figure out, like, her psychic powers. And apparently there's going to be a monstrous killing spree of the town citizens. And she's going to solve supernatural mysteries that affected the family for the past 25 years.
So is this a show you said, or movie?
Yeah, it's going to be a show.
Okay, I love that.
I know. I think I'm 99.9% sure it's not a cartoon. I think it's going to be actual people because I think it would be a lot better. I am a little disappointed they didn't get Christina Ricci back, but I guess she is too old, I guess, now. She's definitely too old. She could play like a cousin or something.
Okay. Could she play Morticia?
No, she can't play Morticia because that's the best part of the whole show is played by... Morticia Addams will be played by Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Right!
Who I absolutely love.
I forgot that!
She is going to kill it.
Oh, I love Catherine
I'm so excited to see her.
Okay, you've got me hooked for this now.
I know.
I remember sending that to you, too, when it was announced that she... How did I forget that?
Yeah.
Anyway.
For some reason, it's giving me, a series of unfortunate events vibes. Even though,
I feel like it's the campiness.
Yeah.
Because that was very campy.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be directed by Tim Burton, so, like, it's going to be good. Oh,
it's going to be so good.
Yeah. So, I have high expectations for this. Is this maybe classified as a kid show? Maybe. But do I care? It doesn't
sound like it's a kid show. A murderous killing spree.
Fair point. Fair point. And Wednesday Addams is played by Jenny Ortega, which I think she's adorable.
She would also be a really, really good in The Corpse Bride.
Yes. I forgot Jenny Ortega is also in Screams. Hopefully she doesn't die in the
It's the year of Jenny Ortega.
Good for her. Good for her.
Love that for her. I'll talk about a show. I don't have many shows on here, but just some ones that we kind of touched on last episode. Mm-hmm. The Wild Season 2, I am so excited for. Mm-hmm. I won't go too into depth with it because we did talk a lot about it in our last episode. But it left off on such a good cliffhanger. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just so excited to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
And like, I want to know how they got off the island. I want to know what happened to Martha. Like, there's just so much. I'm so excited for this. I want them to release a date.
It's gotta be soon.
It's gotta be soon.
They finished filming, I think they said in August, so I'm assuming spring, early summer.
I could see that.
So I hope it should be coming out this year.
I hope so.
If it doesn't, that's a problem.
I hope so, because my memory is very small. I will forget everything.
I already forgot everything, to be honest. But I'm so excited for that, too.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of shows that take 7 years to come out with new seasons, Stranger Things Season 4 will finally be coming out.
Why does that show take so long to come out?
I don't know, but on the other hand, I get it, because they're just thinking about the storyline, where it's going to go, filming everything, editing everything, CGIing everything. Like, there's a lot that goes in. But this show came out in 2016, and we're just now going to get Season 4. So it's been a while.
They've made it so much more difficult for themselves, too, because, like, they have to explain why these kids look so much older.
Right? Like
I'm sorry,
adults
Finn
now.
Wolfhard,
he grew up like 25 years.
Yeah.
He's so old now.
Yeah.
But I'm excited just from how season 3 ended, and like we've gotten teasers here and there of like what was gonna happen, and then the trailer. I don't think an official trailer came out. I think it's just like a minute long.
I love when they release like little teasers because you just see everyone lose their ever-loving mind, and it's so entertaining.
It's very entertaining, and I watched the teaser today because I like needed a refresher. What happened? And I'm just like, what is going to happen this season? Because
that's what I love about it. You just never know.
No, because the teaser is like a couple in the 80s, or no, I'm sorry, a couple in the 50s buying a house, and then something happens, and then all the kids go into this haunted house now. I'm like, is this like a horror film? Are we like sci-fi? Are we supernatural? They try to fit as many genres into this one show as possible.
It almost feels like anthology. I haven't watched past season 1, admittedly, but it does kind of feel like an anthology in a sense. Like, none of it ever seems like it links back to the first one. It probably does. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like they do so much that I'll just hear about. I'm like, sure, this is the same show.
Yeah, no, a lot has changed. I think this might go a little more back to season 1 and try to figure out. I
loved season 1, so.
Yeah, no, season 1 was good. And then season 2, season 3 definitely came a little more supernatural with those, I forgot what they're called.
Demogorgons?
Thank you. But they released a teaser a few months ago, and it seems like I don't want to say mental hospital because that's not it. I guess like a lab to study kids like 11 and figure out how they got like this. But the major thing at the end of season 3 was Hopper, right? That's the sheriff's name. Hopper.
Okay, I know about this.
Yes, so he disappeared, and then they released a teaser that like he's over in, like, the Russia. Summer, like doing coal mining or train building or some weird shit. How did he get there? I don't know. But I'm excited to see where he is, if he's ever going to get back. Joyce, 11, and Will, I think they all moved to California. And this is supposed to take place during their spring break because in one teaser, 11 is writing, that they're Mike. 11 is writing Mike that she's so excited to see him on spring break. And then obviously seems like shit's going to hit the fan on spring break. So there's not much I can say because I have no idea what's going to happen this season. But I am excited. It's just going to be freaking wild. And this is always such an anticipated show because of how wild their seasons are and just how wild the next season's going to be.
I hate how short the seasons are because you have to wait so long.
I finished the season in one day. I finished the season July 4th, was it 2019 or 2020? All in one day. And now it's 2022 and I'm finally getting season 4. So that's the only thing that sucks. Mm-hmm. But, like, they know that they're not going to lose interest in their viewers because people are so attached.
Yeah.
But I'm so ready.
This one, I don't know much about this one, but I saw it, like, when I was looking up movies that are coming out, and I didn't know it was even really a thing, but it's called Blonde, and it's a biopic on Marilyn Monroe. Mm-hmm. And what really got me was how good the actress playing her looks as Marilyn. Like, I fully looked at it and I'm like, that's not a picture of Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
And just, like, it has Brad Pitt as a producer.
I didn't know that.
Producer. So, like, that's kind of crazy. And I'm really excited to see this. I don't admittedly know much about the Marilyn Monroe life story and everything. I know bits and pieces.
Yeah.
But I'm excited because, I mean, she's an icon, of course. Yes. And I'm definitely excited to see where they take this because I could see it being really good. Mm-hmm. And I kind of like biopics because I always like seeing people's interpretations on it. And there's been so many interpretations of Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. So it'll just be interesting to see how that kind of fares to the rest. It'll be interesting.
Do you feel like this was the year of Princess Diana?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
100%.
so I think this is going to be the year of Marilyn Monroe because there's
I
also a
think that.
Broadway musical coming out that's going to be about Marilyn Monroe and her
Okay.
life. So I
This
think
is
that's
the year
interesting.
Marilyn. I like
which
that.
Yeah, so do I. So good. It's so this one we're both excited about. Disenchanted. So Enchanted has been one of my favorite movies
Oh, it's so
ever.
good.
I'm so glad they finally put it on Disney Plus because there
I
was
know.
definitely a period in my life where I was like, I need to watch Enchanted, but it's literally nowhere to be found.
I just rewatched it for the first time in so long.
So good.
It's so good.
So good.
The ending still scares me, honestly.
No,
When Susan Sarandon turns into a dragon, I'm sorry, she looks scary.
It's so good though.
Can we talk about that casting for a second? James Marsden, who I love.
Yeah.
Patrick Dempsey. Amy Adams.
Yeah.
Yep. Susan Sarandon. Like, Idina Menzel. It's such a good cast.
It is.
Why have we waited this long?
It's been 14 years since the first one. First off, I can't believe it's been that long. I was 11.
Seeing this in theaters.
Oh my god, that's frightening.
I can't wait. I hope this comes out. I don't think it's coming out in theaters, is it?
It might.
I hope it does because I would love to go see it in theaters. Like, I saw the first one in theaters. I would love to go see this one in.
I know Disney talked about it, but Disney does release stuff in theaters and on Disney Plus. So we'll see. But Maya Rudolph is playing the villain in this one, which I think will be freaking hysterical.
I love Maya Rudolph. Why didn't I know that?
Well, I looked up the synopsis. I knew Maya Rudolph was going to be in it, but I didn't know she'd be playing the villain.
I love Maya Rudolph.
Yeah. And then...
She's so funny.
So funny. And I'm also a huge fan of Idina Menzel, and she's singing a song for this one, which...
The fact that they didn't get her to the last time is kind of baffling.
I know, right?
Very excited to see Patrick Dempsey sing. That man is fine as wine.
Oh, he's so good.
Just
he's
him.
So nice to look at.
The slow dance scene when he starts like singing to her melts me. Completely.
Okay, first off,
me.
That song is constantly on my playlist because I love to jam out to it in my car and just want to cry.
It's so good.
Sean McLaughlin, thank you for amazing song.
I just can't believe we've been waiting for it for so long.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have no idea what they're gonna do. Like, I don't.
So
You're prepared.
I'm prepared. So in the synopsis, Robert and Morgan all move to this town, and Giselle kind of wishes for this perfect life, like a fairy tale life, and it backfires on her. Ooh. And Maya Rudolph is like kind of the person that's destroying it. So I think
like
it's
that.
Yeah. So I know they were filming in Ireland for a while, which I think is super interesting. So maybe that's like the actual version of Andalasia, which I think would be super cool.
Oh, that's cute.
But I just know Maya Rudolph is gonna kill this role. She's gonna be so funny.
I'm so excited for that. I never would have I've always wanted a sequel, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I never would have thought we got one because they did tie that movie up pretty well. Also, how are they going to bring back James Marsden and Idina Menzel? Because they went back to the...
Well, if she wishes for this fairy tale life, and then shit starts to hit the fan. I'm
so excited to see
it. I don't know if this is going to be, like, cartoon and real life as well. Like, I mean, the cartoon aspect wasn't much in the original.
No, but I kind of hope they do it because I love that. Like, watching it back, and I'm like, this is really cool.
It is. So... I'm excited for that. I don't know when it's coming out this year, but I'm
getting the vibe it's going to be like fall.
I'm going to say late summer, fall.
Yeah. I'd say like August, September kind of thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm ready for it though.
Oh, me too. I'm going to talk about one, and there is no information for this, but it is called Nope. And the only thing I know is that the poster for it looks creepy. And the cast has Keke Palmer, and it's directed by Jordan Peele. And Jordan Peele is his mind is brilliant and terrifying, and he brought us Get Out and Us, which Us horrifies me. That's one. So I don't know what this one's going to be about, but I just think anything he gets his hands on is going to be good. And I'm so excited. Also, Keke Palmer is great.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to see her in this, and I don't think she's done horror before.
She did
Also,
Scream
don't
Queens,
know-
but Scream Queens
That's
horror.
like a satire.
Yeah.
I also don't really know if this is for sure horror. I don't think that's been specified. So he could just be subverting all expectations. This could be a rom-com. Who knows? It's not. But I would love for it to be. But yeah, there's literally, like, there's no way. I looked up this one article and I was, like, looking at this one. And they're like, okay, we're going to try to guess what this movie could be about. They're like, it's about a cloud. It's about the sky. Like, there's just nothing to go on.
No.
But I'm very excited to know more about it because I have been waiting for a really good horror movie to come out again. And I could definitely see this one taking the cake. 'Cause I remember when Us came out and when Get Out came out and how huge they were. So I could see that being the same.
When Get Out came out, were you surprised that Jordan Peele did that? Because I know Jordan Peele from his comedy with Keegan-Michael Key. So when I found out he was
That's
directing...
him?
Yeah. So when I found out he was, like, directing, like, this horror mindfuck kind of genre, I'm like, this guy did that. I'm like, how?
I'm surprised about it now.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was him.
No, it's, like, really... It mindfucks you, just like his movies.
Yeah. That's so cool, though. He's so talented.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
Good for him.
I'm
though.
excited for this one.
For him.
I can't wait.
So my next one is another show, and this one comes out in, like, less than 2 weeks. It's called How I Met Your Father. So How I Met Your Mother is one of my all-time favorite comfort shows. I will literally just throw an episode on as, like, background noise. I, like, know the show too good.
Yeah.
So when I heard How I Met Your Father was being created, you can't help but be a little hesitant. Because, like, you don't know if it's going to try to follow the first show or try to create something completely different. And then I found out Hilary Duff was going to be in it. And Hilary Duff is, like, my favorite childhood star. I remember coming home from school and turning Lizzie McGuire on and just loving her. So I was like, okay, maybe it won't be that bad. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, we're a little more optimistic, still a little hesitant, but I'm taking it as this was supposed to be like the Liz McGuire reboot that got canceled. So I'm nervous / excited. Maybe we'll end up in my 2022 pop culture rat, or maybe it will flop. And I'm hoping it won't flop.
I hope it doesn't.
I'm hoping it'll be okay.
Do I think it'll get 10 seasons? Like,
no.
Your Mother? No. I could see it being like a 4 season.
Yeah. And also Kim Cattrall plays
I was just about to say, can we please talk about Kim Cattrall?
Kim Cattrall plays the older version of Hilary Duff's character.
I love Kim Cattrall so much.
She's literally gonna narrate the whole entire show, and I'm just gonna be like, this is so soothing.
Her delivery of certain things is so good.
Yes.
So good. I love her. Like, I was very skeptical about this.
Mm-hmm.
But then I saw that trailer and I'm like, okay, maybe I need to watch this.
Yeah.
Because I like How I Met Your Mother. I wouldn't say it's my favorite show.
Yeah.
But I do definitely like it. And I was recently watching it with my brother. Because he's a super fan of it. So I was, like, nervous about it, but definitely more optimistic, like you said, with the trailer coming out.
Yeah, I just hope it's not like, oh, this is the Robin of the group, this is the Barney of the group. Like, I hope they have, like, different stereotypes for each character, and they're not trying to make, like, a carbon copy, but roles reversed kind of thing.
Yeah. And I also feel like How I Met Your Mother was kind of like in a sense, a lightning in a bottle kind of show.
1,000%.
Like, it did so, like, there were so many times where I'm like, they're like, oh, but we'll get back to that at a later date. And I'm like, you're not coming back to that. And then they would. And I'm just like, this is, like, so good. So I'm curious to see how this new one is going to, like, kind of take that legend with it.
Or
Dare. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for you because I know how much you love the original.
And then
so
also,
I really hope it's good for you.
Josh Peck is also in this. He plays a reoccurring role. And then there was also...
What if he's the father?
That would be my two, like, childhood worlds colliding, and I don't think I'd be able to handle that.
I don't think it'll happen, but I hope it does.
But also, there was a photo that was posted a few months ago of Hilary Duff, Josh Peck, and Phil Lewis, a.k.a. Mr. Mosby.
Mr. Mosby!
So, like, if I get that on How I Met Your Mother, I don't think my childhood brain would, like, know how to function.
No.
That's would, like,
everything.
Like, that's, like, 90s Disney Channel, 2000s Disney Channel, and then Nickelodeon colliding in one, and I just don't know how to handle.
I hope it happens. Like,
I'm excited. It comes out January 18th if anyone else wants to watch it.
Soon.
Very soon. But I'm excited. I'm praying it will be good. I'm, like I said, a little more optimistic than I was originally. So, once again, follow my Twitter if you really want to know how I feel ASAP.
Let me talk about Don't Worry, Darling. Okay. I think everyone is excited about this for Harry Styles. And don't get me wrong. That's going to be great. But just the synopsis for this sounds so good. Like, I specifically read this and I'm like, Lexie would like this. An unhappy housewife in the 1950s discovers a disturbing truth while her loving husband hides a dark secret.
Stop.
Does that not sound directly up our alley?
It does. But
yeah, I just think, like, the cast in this seems really good. Like Nick Kroll, Florence Pugh, Harry Styles, Chris Pine, Olivia Wilde, Gemma Chan. Like, it's got some big names.
Yeah.
I think this one has already been talked as, like, kind of being on the watch for Oscar watch. And my goal this year was kind of to watch more of the Oscar-nominated films or the Oscar buzz ones. And I could definitely see it. Like, it definitely... I love a good... I don't like period pieces, but I love decade pieces.
Yes.
That, like, 70s, 50s, 80s time capsule kind of things. So this definitely sounds fun to me.
Yeah,
it reminds me of Desperate Housewives. So anything Desperate Housewives is going to get me.
It sounds a little like Why Women Kill.
It does. Like the season 1.
Yeah.
Like Beth Ann.
Thank you. I'm awful with names.
It's a psychological thriller / horror.
Shut up.
This is going to be so good. I just read that. I didn't know that's what it was. I thought it was like a drama.
My next one is right up my alley. So the show's
called... what I'm thinking of?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This one is called Monarch. And...
this one came out of the blue.
I was at a restaurant one day and the trailer came on and I was like, Trace Adkins.
And it has Susan Sarandon.
I know. So if you guys don't know who Trace Adkins is, he is a very well-known country singer. Okay. Which, if you also don't know, country is my favorite music genre.
And mine.
Yes, and Sam's as
Ours.
Well. Ours. So this show basically kind of sounds like Nashville 2.0, which I'm okay with. It does sound a little bit different, so once again, I have the synopsis ready. It's about the Roman family led by Albie and Dottie. Albie is Trace Adkins and Dottie is Susan Sarandon. And about their reign of country music fame and their daughter stepping foot into the country music business and making sure her family's dynasty is still at reign.
I was just going to say this sounds like Dynasty. Like a country Nashville version of Dynasty.
You know, this actually might be good.
Out?
January 29th.
Yeah, so we're watching that.
Yes, we will be.
This is good, I think. I also wouldn't have expected Trace Adkins
to do acting.
Yeah.
I know.
I kind of love that.
Imagine
your first acting role and it being with Susan Sarandon.
Yes, that.
Is it his first acting? I think it is.
It probably is.
I'm wrong.
But I just now thought about, like, what if I get new Trace Atkins music?
Stop it right now.
I will actually freak out once again. Come
Do you
to my
think,
Twitter.
can
to
Susan
see me.
Sarandon sing? Are we gonna get to see her sing?
No, she is going to sing. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Oh no, he's been in some other acting things.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Trace.
Sorry, but I feel like this is his first big thing.
Yeah.
I'm
excited.
No, I'm literally so excited. I think.
Is it being all released at once, or is it?
No, it's on primetime television.
Okay.
So kind of sucks.
That takes a. That's yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a show I'm gonna want to binge.
1,000%.
Yeah. But I'm excited either way. Nashville was like, I mean, we both binged Nashville, but it was a primetime one.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels like a country music soap opera, and I think that is right up our alley.
Yeah.
I love it. This one is Pam and Tommy. There has been some controversy around this one, specifically from Pamela Anderson herself. I would like to say I do agree with her on this. They maybe should have talked to her before doing this. But I think what I'm most excited for is how good they did the makeup for both Sebastian Stan and Lily.
So good. Lily James,
thank you. She looks just like her.
Yeah.
Like, I literally, the first still they released of it, I'm just like, that's Lily? How is that? Like, because I know her from Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, that's not Lily. That's Pamela. But, like, they did so good. Like, I'm honestly speechless when it comes to that. Like, I don't know who did it. But, again, we've talked a lot about Oscars. Could definitely see them being nominated for an Oscar
Emmy.
for, like, best makeup. Emmy. It feels like a movie.
I know.
But even, like, the synopsis sounds good. I am a little nervous because it's a comedy, apparently.
I can see it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a drama.
I could see it being like a Hangover situation.
Maybe, yeah, I don't like the idea of that.
Neither.
But
like,
they're doing it based on the sex tape scandal they had.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting concept. Maybe not what I would have done if I were doing a biopic on Pamela and Tommy, but I think it'll be an interesting one, and I am excited to see it. I don't know much of the history about them, admittedly. But, yeah. Again, all the respect to Miss Anderson. I definitely do kind of feel for her in this, but I am interested to see how it goes. I feel like it could either be amazing or it could be a flop.
Yes.
I don't think there's going to be a middle ground for it.
I feel like it might. I feel like it's going to be amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was getting the vibe from the trailer.
Yeah, I haven't watched the trailer in a minute.
No,
it did look really good. I think Stan Twitter's going to go wild for it.
My next one's another show. I'm just more of a TV show person. Sam's more of a movie person. If you haven't yet to understand that or get that. But my next one is a show that's also based off another book. It's called Luckiest Girl Alive. I've yet to read this book, but it is on my list. So the synopsis or the book is about a woman named Ani Vanelli, a woman's magazine editor who's preparing for her wedding in Nantucket. However, her seemingly perfect life begins to unravel when she's interviewed for a crime documentary recalling being sexually assaulted as a teenager. Very dark, clearly.
Yeah. Very up your alley.
Very up my alley. Mila Kunis is playing Ani. I have a very love-hate relationship with Mila Kunis for some reason. And I just don't...
Well, I guess I can't see her doing, like, dramas or thrillers or anything because she did Black Swan.
I've never seen Black Swan, but
I've never seen Black Swan either, but I know people loved her in it.
Okay.
But I know her from, like, Bad Moms.
Yeah.
Friends with Benefits, like, those kind of things. So that's definitely...
This is definitely more of a darker role for her.
That'll be interesting.
Yes. And like I said, I think I'm going to wait to read the book until after I see the show, because a lot of the stuff I read before I'll watch a show. And I feel like this is like with music too, where like if you listen to one person sing it, you kind of fall in love with that one first, and then anything you kind of hear after it like kind of falls flat. That's how I feel about like a lot of books I've read. Like I read Nine Perfect Strangers, which was a series that came out this year, and unfortunately did not make it on my pop culture
Spotify Wrapped.
Yes, my pop culture Wrapped, because I liked the book more.
Yeah, I think that had just a great cast that fell short.
Yeah, definitely great cast. Everyone always has something different to interpret from what you read, and I feel like that's why books are made into movies and TV shows, to see other people's perspective on how they view what's going on, which I get and I respect, and I think that's totally cool. But it's also kind of frustrating when it's not the same thing that you're thinking of. Yeah. When this is the picture you painted in your head and now like they're altering it. I'm still excited for it though. This is the Connie Britton's in it though, so that saves the whole entire show.
There you go.
And Jennifer Beals.
Oh, I like her.
Me too. I'm excited. I don't know when it's coming out this year, but it is slated for some time this year.
My last one, movies, is Legally Blonde 3. Okay. I'm both excited and very, very nervous about this one.
Yes.
Like me and you have said, the sequel, I don't like it.
I can't tell you the last time I watched the sequel.
I've never finished it. Maybe I have. I don't remember. I think it's weird. Yeah. I don't think there was a need for it.
No.
I will say I loved Legally Blonde as a kid. The one where she has twin cousins.
Oh, yes.
That one was fun. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I had fun with that one. But I don't know. I'm excited, but I have no idea what they're planning to do. Is there a synopsis at all?
I don't even think so.
So, like, I don't know. I'm nervous about it. I'm excited because gotta love Reese Witherspoon. Love Jennifer Coolidge. I don't know what they're gonna do. So it has me nervous, but I do think it's gonna be good. I feel like for nostalgia purposes, especially, It's gonna be good. So I feel like I'm not gonna dislike it for that reason, especially. But it is definitely something that's kind of why I saved it for last, because like it's not one that's at the top of my list. It's definitely one I'm going to see.
Oh my god, it's gonna be released in May.
That's so soon.
Yeah.
That feels so soon.
Well, Mindy Kaling wrote the script.
Okay. I don't think I've seen much.
I haven't seen much of her writing.
Yeah, I've seen her in Ocean's 8.
Yes. Ocean's 8. Such a good movie.
But yeah, so I don't really have much to say about it because there's not anything released about it, but definitely want to have my eye on. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm nervous, I'm excited, I love Reese Witherspoon, I love the original. I just really want I hope we get another iconic courtroom scene. That's my only wish for this. Can we get Linda Cardellini back?
That would be everything, actually.
It'd be amazing.
I need it.
I need it. Can we please go visit Chutney in jail? More. I hope, like, some more of the original cast comes back. Like, Selma Blair, Ali Larder. I'd love to see Linda Cardellini come back, but I don't think she is. Yeah, I just feel like it's going to be a really nice, nostalgic movie. And I'm excited. I'm like averagely excited.
I'm averagely excited as well.
I'm not pumped yet. I'm not pumped yet.
I don't think I will be pumped.
It's not on Jurassic World yet.
Absolutely not.
Nothing can be.
No. I'm just really nervous because Legally Blonde is one of my favorite comfort movies. So
yeah. My other thing is I'm very picky with sequels.
Yes.
Like, Mamma Mia is my favorite movie of all time. I have my issues with the sequel. So ever since that one came out, I've just been so picky and nervous about sequels, especially when they're comfort movies to me.
Yeah.
So this one will be polarizing, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yes.
I feel like we're gonna get attacked for this opinion because I feel like everyone's excited for it.
But, like, I feel like just with any sequel, like,
Yeah.
I mean, Scream 2
Also-
and 3 were okay.
Yeah.
Like, they're not Scream 1, but...
I also feel like it's been so long since any of them have stepped into those characters again.
Yes.
Is it gonna feel the same?
Yeah.
That was my issue with the Gilmore Girls reboot, is that it didn't feel like the characters because it's been so long.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have faith in them. I think Reese will put, like, her everything into that.
Absolutely.
And Jennifer Coolidge never does anything wrong. She's great.
Never.
She's phenomenal.
Love her. Love her.
Yeah, that's my last movie.
Mm-hmm.
For shows, I just have, like...
Yeah, I'm just going to list the rest of mine.
Yeah, go for it.
So, I have, like, a few more on my list, but, like, just not enough to fully describe them. I believe Murder Mystery 2 is coming out, and I am a sucker for just a Jennifer Aniston, Adam Sandler rom-com. Like, who isn't?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people didn't like Murder Mystery 1, but I did. Maybe that was just, like, my friends that didn't like it.
I don't remember if I watched it or not.
Well, go watch it right after this.
I will watch it. Go watch it.
The Midnight Club, which is another book that I, like, read when I was a kid that's coming into a movie off
that's
Netflix.
cool.
Yeah, so this one seems really freaky and creepy.
When I saw your list, I'm like, okay, I want to look up what that one is. Like,
Yeah.
It kind of sounds fun.
It reminds me of, like, an R.L. Stein kind of book.
Okay.
So I hopefully...
Is it horror?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be good. Love and Death, that's an HBO series that Elizabeth Olsen is on, and it's based off a true story of this housewife brutally murdering her friend. So once again, right off my alley.
That one kind of sounds interesting.
Yeah. Then I have Ted Lasso season 3, which Jason Sudeikis left for London today.
Again, we talked more about that in our last episode. So if you want to hear more on Ted Lasso, check that out. Because Lex went in depth.
Yeah, I couldn't fully go in depth on this one because I think everyone would have hated me. Then you talked about The Wild season 2 a little bit. Yeah. Why Women Kill season 3.
That's also on my list. So excited for that. I just want to see what storyline and decade they go for. They do decades really well on this show. And like I've already said, I love a good decade piece. Very excited to see what they do. I want to see them do 70s. I want to see the 70s.
It would be so good.
I don't know what they do, but I would love to see 60s or 70s.
Yes.
I want to see a shroom sequence.
That would be so good.
Right?
Stop. Yes. I also have Only Murders in the Building season 2, which I once again talked about a lot in last episode. Another movie that I forgot was going to come out this year, Hocus Pocus 2.
I was wondering where this was on your list.
I forgot to add it, but I'm excited for it. I'm also really excited because Hannah Waddingham is in it. I love her. But like that's another movie where I'm a little hesitant. Where like, how long has it been since Hocus Pocus came out? It's at least 2 decades. At least.
Hocus Pocus came out in 1993.
It's been almost 3 decades since they visited these characters.
I do not have this one on my list because I did not like Hocus Pocus.
This shows you just how picky Sam is.
I didn't finish it because I could not get past it, which is such a shame because the cast is so good.
I know.
Maybe I'll give it another shot when the second.
Yes. So but I'm excited for Hocus Pocus 2. I just once again don't really know what to talk about for it because I don't know what they're going to. I'm assuming they're revisiting the Salem sisters in Salem with a new generation of children.
Yeah.
But that's exciting. And then these are 2 like just really nerdy shows that I feel like are kind of childish, but I don't know if you've ever seen Total Drama Island.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Like the cartoon?
Yes.
Why haven't I heard about that?
It's going to be on HBO Max. They've been renewed for 2 seasons. Why am I obsessed with the cartoon show? I have
that's kind
zero
of
idea. The show was so good.
Because it's like a Survivor, but for kids.
Yes. And
That's
I'm
so
25
cool.
and I'm so ready for this.
Dude, I'm currently watching That's So Raven.
Okay, but like just a classic.
Exactly. So is Total Drama Island.
Yes, so I'm excited for Total Drama Island. Those are all the shows and movies that I'm excited for. I'm sure there's plenty of others. There's just
Like we
I need
said,
a full list.
yeah, like we said, just like between us, with shows it's so hard to say what you're excited for because a lot of shows aren't announced
Yeah.
super early, and you usually like they could be working on a show for like 2 years, like with Stranger Things, like you know it's coming, you just don't know when it's gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
So there are definitely probably shows that are gonna come out that we're excited for, and like movies and stuff that came out at the very tail end of 2021. Like personally, I really want to see Licorice Pizza, and it came out on like December 25th on Christmas, so I didn't know whether I could include that here or not. So there are definitely things that we're missing, but I think we covered the big ones.
Yes, I think we did. I don't know, but can we also talk about that? Is Desperate Housewives getting rebooted?
Can we please?
Because I don't know if anyone follows Desperate Housewives account on Twitter, but they tweeted.
They tweeted saying, desperately waiting for 2022 or something like that.
Yeah.
And as one of our friends pointed out, they have never once tweeted a Happy New Year. Well, what are they planning?
I don't know.
I feel like there's just something.
There has to be.
It's the 25th anniversary, I think, this year. It came out 2004, so the 25th year.
Stop. That's crazy.
So
2004 and 2002 don't add up, honey.
No. But I don't know what they could be doing. I don't think we're gonna get a reboot.
But there's gotta be something.
There's gotta be something. They gotta do something for the 25th years.
Yeah.
25th years. 25 years.
Ugh.
I don't know. We're big Desperate Housewives fans.
I'm huge Desperate Housewives fans.
Also, I feel like, what can you do? Just with like some behind the scenes drama, it's just gonna be like, it's just so hard. Like you don't know what they would do.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I hope we get something. We can do a whole Desperate Housewives episode when it's the 25 years.
But there's gotta be something.
There's gotta be something coming.
It will. If something happens this year.
We got Sex in the City back.
I told you my why women kill theory.
I will take them. Oh my god, just a why women kill season with every single cast member from Desperate Housewives. We got a Terry and James Christmas movie.
We did.
Eva has already done a bunch of directing or producing, maybe both.
Both.
On Why Women Kill. Give me Dana and Marsha. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing for our next episode. But if you do not follow us on Twitter, we posted a Google Doc where you can anonymously send episode ideas. So please do that if you have any for us, because we do have ideas, but we want to hear from you guys because you're the ones who get to listen to us talk. Yeah. So definitely go do that. And our Twitter is Enter Fangirls. And I'm going to try to put the link in our Instagram bio too for anyone who doesn't have Twitter. I know you can't put a lot of stuff in your Instagram bio, so that does make it a little bit hard. But yeah. I don't know what we're doing next week, like I said, but we will figure it out, and hopefully it'll be something fun for all of you.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks again for joining us on this episode of Enter the Fangirls. You can keep up with us on social media. Our YouTube and Instagram is Enter the Fangirls, and our Twitter is Enter Fangirls.
Make sure you follow us wherever you listen to your podcasts. Can't wait for you to join us on next week's episode. Once again, I'm Lexie.
I'm Sam, and this has been Enter the Fangirls.